If you are an empath or a sensitive soul or just someone who cares a lot for the well-being of others, you've probably noticed a tendency to absorb other people's negativity or emotions. We're all energetic beings, right? And so often we pass off or absorb energies without being fully aware of it. And yet when we take on this negative or toxic energies from other people, we end up doing a disservice to ourselves and to them. So how can we as sensitive, energetic beings maintain the integrity of our own energy field while still remaining aware and connected? Let's dive deep in and find out. Hello, I'm Jason and welcome to the Awakened Mind channel, and today I want to take a look at how we can stop absorbing this negative or toxic emotions of others so that we can maintain our own integrity and well-being. If we identify with being empathic or sensitive, we can often become overwhelmed by the feelings of other people, which doesn't serve them, and it certainly doesn't serve us. In order to be truly of service and to truly take care of ourselves, we need to recognize where we end and where others begin. And so the first key way to do this, of course, is to set boundaries. Boundaries are lines that we draw that protect some aspect of our experience, be that a time or energy or even our physical body. We sometimes have people in our lives who ask too much of us, either consciously or unconsciously. And so the best way to address this is to assess what our limits are and what we might or when we might have to say no. Now, maybe you need to limit time spent on energy draining conversations, or perhaps you need to start turning down certain social engagements that don't nourish you. Boundary setting, it looks different for each of us, okay? But the key aspect is that we assess what our needs are and we figure out how we can honor our needs in the context of our relationships that we experience. Now, another invaluable step that can help us to stop taking on the emotions and the negativity of others is to do a bit of self-reflection. For instance, if you have a friend in your life who tends to complain, how do you tend to respond? In other situations, when you are met with anger, what is your typical reaction? And the next time you find yourself overwhelmed by negativity or toxic emotions that you feel came from someone else, just take pause. Take pause to investigate your reaction to the situation and get curious about what you might do differently next time. Self-knowledge is power. And so the more we can get to know ourselves, the easier it becomes to respond in more mindful and self-nurturing ways. Now, another very helpful tool to protect our own energy around others is to work with a bubble. Now, a bubble is an invisible protective orb that we can sense into or we can visualize when we need extra support to maintain our boundaries. Now, for instance, if you're having a friend who is having a really tough time with something and who is energetically pulling a lot out of you or from you, take pause to imagine that there is a translucent bubble right around your body. And this is where your personal space ends and theirs begins. And you get to choose what passes through this barrier. You can, for example, send compassion in their direction while asking this bubble to keep their emotions out of your energy field. Now, this doesn't need to be a long or extensive visualization. You could literally simply take a full breath, close your eyes, and call upon a bubble to support you instantly. Try it. And lastly, a part of protecting our own system from other people's energies is about knowing when we've taken on something that doesn't belong to us. So if you find that you've left a conversation carrying negativity or those heavy emotions that are not yours to bear, explore ways to actively release this. And one option is to close your eyes for a couple of minutes and imagine this outsourced energy just melting away from your mind and body. Another option is to release through a deep breaths. Perhaps you can silently repeat an affirmation like, I release what is not mine to carry. I release what is not mine to carry. So these are 4 primary ways of protecting our own energy field while still remaining connected to others. And we can honor the difficulty of another person's experience without taking it on as our own. And Jack Cornfield has said a great quote, "If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete." So take care to nurture your own well-being while in a relationship with the world and the others around you. And let us know in the comments below if you found any of these 4 tips helpful. And maybe you have another one that you would like to share. And I invite you to like, subscribe, and of course share this video with others if you found this engagement, if you enjoyed it, because your participation and your engagement, your sharing helps us to get the word out there and to spread this channel far and wide. Please also know, as always, this content is not professional advice. It's just for enjoyment purposes only. So just take what you can and leave the rest. So I'm sending you many good wishes for a self-nurturing day ahead, and I'll have more to share with you very, very soon. Much love, and keep that bubble in place. Bye for now.